Okay. Enjoy. Hi, Joel.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Great.
Yeah. So I assume there's echo on your side.
Could be. I can probably put on these headphones. Don't really hear any echo myself.
There is now, okay. Maybe you can turn on the video.
Sure.
Great. So we're here. Enjoy.
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, fine. So the start seems now is there's no echo in our live stream. Maybe we start with presentation. Maybe you could say some words about yourself, your ArtWallet, and so we go straight to our points of discussion.
Sure, yeah. So my name is Dietz. I'm a fellow MIT. I have done a lot of engineering things in my day because I sort of started programming computers, especially games, when I was a kid. And I got very excited about smart contracts. It was basically the day that Ethereum white paper came out. So helped get sort of the first crypto economics group and did the kind of first academic work around crypto economics and um, a lot of things since then. So building kind of, I guess, helped get MetaMask off the ground at DevCon 0, helped get the first governance protocols around Bitcoins and some color coin things. And then that all led to ArtWallet, which is basically aiming to be the one-stop ultimate solution for the metaverse, kind of a wallet, but I think it's going to grow beyond a wallet to be a kind of browser into all of the metaverse. And there's a lot of really exciting stuff to build once you start digging apart the layers of the metaverse, from kind of the future of AR, VR, kind of audio visual streaming, how the media industry is going to evolve, some of the different potential across different, verticals. So we're just building basically, and we have a token that's going live. Very excited.
So it seems it's not your first project. Maybe how many projects had you before ArtWallet?
Well, it's a good question. I have, for token related projects, it's actually a bit tricky to count because we started on the Bitcoin blockchain and then migrated to Ethereum and have done some other things. So, but yeah, just in general, started a few different tech companies or helped with a few different tech companies even prior to blockchain, kind of in the enterprise software space. So where I come from.
Yeah, great. And why did you decide to work with NFTs now?
I just am excited about sort of the future of digital assets. I have been since long before NFTs was a buzzword, and I'm excited about art, and particularly large art, and the visually and the cutting edge of art technology. So I've built a lot of things that were deployed at Burning Man or other places as far as installations. You can see a bunch of them at cryptoapollo.io. So, and I just want to see the industry, kind of metaverse move forward. So all the infrastructure that needs to be there for the ultimate metaverse experience.
Great. So We are now project also focused on NFT. It's not the first one for our teammates. So it was a year ago when there was not so much hype around it. And we are two first kind of tools for any projects. We are not building any marketplace or any other platform. We're just giving protocol and other solutions to give new features to existing formats. I know Envelop project, and maybe could you dive deeply in ArtWallet? So what problems are you solving and what makes you kind of exclusive?
Yeah, problem there's a bunch of different aspects to it. The biggest problem in the NFT industry by far is that these platforms and marketplaces are thin layer, or maybe they're thick layer, but on top of a very thin functionality, and that is basically just a stamp of ownership around something, but it doesn't actually include any legal contracts. It doesn't include the actual asset itself. It doesn't really include anything other than like kind of notional value, as we would say, technically. So, if any of these NFT platforms go away, then basically so does all of your art, so all your creations. And that license are not going to exist in 2 years, and that's the question: is how do we preserve and legal contract world or other things we have, the ability to build things for 100 years, the kind of future of all of these things, and inheriting that. And right now this is a very new world, so some people are thinking about it and they're building in that direction. Other people aren't worried about it, and we want to build the infrastructure for the future of NFTs as it expands past the current things into every part of the metaverse, including things like real land ownership and other type of asset classes. So that's kind of the most basic level, and then there's just a lot of features that we see that don't exist too, including kind of exclusive access to content. Like right now we're doing this crypto Apollo drop, and that is basically a bunch of NFTs that are going to be dropped at the TGE and at NFT Basel, and then you can win a car basically from buying the NFT. So it's like a raffle ticket lottery kind of concept as well. So like there's just a lot of cool things that can be done with sort of NFTs, mystery box type functionality, puzzles,
And maybe you can name in ArtWallet one or two main key features on your site, what really makes it unique.
Yeah, there's a few, but all the things I've said don't really exist in any other wallet, right now, including kind of security side. And another thing that's kind of missing generally is really valuation, and just in general ease of use, especially now that it's like a multi-chain world. Like right now, in the past week, I got NFTs of Solana, Ronin, other layer 2 things, Ethereum, main chain, different marketplaces, and it's quite difficult to like consolidate my NFT portfolio and see how much the things are worth and kind of track it. So there's really a lot to be done, and even though MetaMask is a great piece of software, I mean, obviously I'm slightly biased and having help getting off the ground, I still think there's a lot of room to be improved on the kind of user experience, including some of just the core infrastructure. So going back to like wallets and how they were built originally, like I think just a tiny fraction of people use like downloadable wallets now, like custom pieces of software. But I believe that the world can really go back in that direction, and it will be a very good outcome.
Okay, so as for Envelop, so we are given new tools. For example, I think that inside walls we can add wrapping functions for NFTs right from the interface. For example, when your users can have the NFTs with assets, give them new functionality like replenishing collateral. So on each transaction, their NFT can grow or set up royalties, or they can even, we are working on a tool to wrap a bundle of NFTs once, not just one by one, but for example, make 1,000 wraps in a moment. So do you think this functionality can be useful for your users of NFTs. I mean to give new aspects to current formats like model of growth, royalties for a person who wrapped it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like extra features exactly like that. Like I was talking with some people who run some of the big exchanges earlier today, including and building specific NFT marketplaces integrated in some of the biggest exchanges. And they were just noting that there's a big like things that don't exist still for NFT that should kind of like batch processing of NFTs. So kind of similar concept to like wrapping them, but some of the new like token standards which allow you to trade things and group them, so you can basically trade them as a group. And then some of the staking protocol type things, lending on top of NFTs. There's some of these things have evolved over just the last couple months really. And I think it will continue to be a very exciting thing, especially again to going back to the point I made like a while ago. But if you have the digital rights, you have actual revenue, you have some kind of streaming kind of that's built into the platform, then you can allow a kind of long tail basically to exist, so that there can be some kind of like basically binding revenue pass through to the original users, which is again a challenging thing legally.
But except marketplace, so if for example they wrap it via our protocol, it's on-chain functionality, so they are free from any marketplace, engaging revenues from royalties, and making their NFTs grow collateral. I mean, so suppose this can be a useful thing for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And in your wallet, are all NFT formats supported?
Well, we have a number of different NFT formats that are supported, and it's just kind of coming along. Right now, we're in conversations. I can't necessarily say all the different blockchains, but several of them that really want us to integrate their blockchain into our wallet, and we kind of have already started the process with BSC and Ethereum main chain and Tron. Clearly a lot of like layer 2 things will be on the roadmap.
Also, suppose you are got Polygon integrated as well?
Not yet, but I mean, clearly that's a big one, so definitely in front of my mind, and I would love to see it integrated in the near term. Unfortunately, we're running into a bit of a time cutoff for me in my availability today, but I would be happy to do another AMA soon. I don't know when. Would be good.
Great. And you launched in alpha or beta, or what release stage you got?
Sort of alpha product at this moment is basically this sort of raffle kind of technology that we're doing. It's like similar to a kind of mystery box with NFT Basel. So that will be going live next weekend, basically. On the
and what chain you suppose, for example, could be have main perspective now? Maybe Binance matching also. We got their our alpha protocol there uploaded. Maybe you think Binance matching or Polygon will lead in your future?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I have a meeting now, so I have to go.
Okay.
But
Thank
yeah,
you
thank you so much. Yeah.